So you use the phrase conscious leadership a lot. What does that actually require of a leader that most leaders aren't willing to do?
It's interesting. There's been some degree of pushback on this topic recently within the venture community. The idea of self-reflection, that we don't want self-reflection, we don't want introspection. That is detracting or distracting from shareholder value creation. And I just think that that's just not true. I just think conscious leadership is examination, right? It's the Socratic process of examining your life and examining your values and examining your actions, and to do that on a ongoing, active basis, and to not be passive decision makers for one ultimate aim, and to really evaluate that as a system. And that's what I think of as conscious leadership: is that you're really thinking about the implications of your decision on your customers, your employees, their families, the shareholders, the society at large. It's not just an input output binary decision. That's just not the reality of our world. And I respect some people's. I respect that people have different motivations in life, but I believe that uh, in order to truly be fulfilled and to create the most value, it requires a level of consciousness and conscientiousness. So
So, Derek, here I want to go to this one here just because I think it's interesting. And correct me if I'm wrong here. You wore a suit to elementary school every day at age 8, and now you rarely wear one.
yeah,
What did that kid believe about success, and how has that changed?
that's really interesting that you found that quote. I mean, I guess there must be some AI scrub that because, but yeah, it's not so much about what I.
You didn't scrub it.
Yeah, it's just it's. I don't know where you found that one from. That's good. It's nice to hear that. I don't know that it necessarily is about necessarily what something that's changed. I think culture and society is changing, right? I mean, I think when I was an 8-year-old kid and I wore a suit, that's what professional leaders wore. I mean, even still today, I mean, the world leaders wear suits and ties, but I mean, business has become much more casual now. I mean, even yourself, you're wearing. I mean, I'm wearing a t-shirt. You're wearing a nice blazer and collared shirt. But
Just for the show,
okay,
just for the show.
but the reality is that was a different time, right? That was and that's what you wore when you wanted to be taken seriously. And I was a serious kid, I guess, from that standpoint. And over time, the world has evolved, and life and business has become more casual, and I've just evolved my fashion, I guess, to reflect that. But I still enjoy wearing a nice suit and tie, to be blunt. And if it was back in style, I'd still wear it. So
So you set a target of reaching 1 billion people in 15 years. Where are you on that journey, and what has to happen next?
yeah, the simple reality is when we first started this company, we were part of a community that asked that question. Like, the idea of being a billionaire is helping a billion people, right? That was the fundamental point of that, right? And so that was the service was the ultimate driver of success. And so the way that you do that is by helping people directly, and then they help other people, and they help their families and their communities. So there's the ripple effect. So the idea that we're going to help a billion people on our platform, that's not the likely outcome, although who knows over the course of human history what's possible. But the simple answer is, we're helping hundreds of thousands of families directly right now, right? The individuals that are on our platform, and that's having a ripple effect. And I believe that we're on a big breakout in the company right now. I mean, just to give an example, we just launched a very large public university. They have almost 20,000 faculty and staff, 100,000 students. And as we start landing more and more of organizations like that, that have an impact on the culture and have the impact on the employees of tomorrow, I think that's a pretty impactful and accelerated way that we can start moving closer and closer towards that $1 billion number, or that billion person number, excuse me, and create a lot of value for people in the process, right? And so, yeah, that's the answer to your question.